The new digital onboarding for legal entities. A resident company can become a customer of Banco Santander through a 100% digital process, contracting the current account that best suits its requirements, the online banking contract and the remittance of payment of debts, SEPA, Single Euro Payments Area. Access to the process can be found in the business area on the Banco Santander webpage. Clicking on the Become a Customer link opens account options from which the client will answer some questions, and depending on their answers, the current account that best suits their necessities is recommended. Another way to access the process is through the file of each product, where there is a link to start the process or continue a contract already started, identifying yourself with a username and password. The proxy begins by creating a user to connect to this process. To do this, you must configure your access code and enter the OTP code received by SMS. Optionally, you can also fill in a questionnaire indicating how knowledge of the process was acquired. Should the client select the option through a Banco Santander manager, it will be mandatory to include the email address of said manager. Next, the company's data is divided into basic data, standardized registered address based on the postal code entered, fiscal data, and additional data supplied. When this part of the process is completed, the information will be added to the company documentation, including both articles of incorporation with the CIF issued by the tax agency to make the validation 100% automatic with the power of attorney. In conjunction with this, it will be necessary to perform user identity authentication. For this, you can choose between the option of video call or digital certificate. Once the identity of the attorneys has been validated, the process will move forward. Once the validation is finalized and the identity verified, it is time to select the proxies that are going to sign the documents and to configure the services of the online banking options. On the next screen, the information regarding Know Your Customer is completed, and the document is attached to justify the activity of the company. Once these steps have been completed, it is mandatory to open the documentation and sign it with the password you will receive on your mobile. No physical documentation is generated, but the contracts are stored in the mailbox of online banking companies for consultation. Once the documentation has been signed, the account and associated services are activated and fully operational. Finally, through a cross-selling screen, the user can mark the products in which he would be interested, and the Santander personal team will be able to contact him. Once the process is finished, the customer can now access the online business banking with their user and password, where they can activate the crypto calculator app that will allow them to operate from the first moment and start using their account and the contracted services.